Hello everyone, it's me Darren with Madcap Toys, and yes, I'm back here with you and Kathy today in the toy barn. I had to take a few moments to feed my animals. I got to feed Big Black because he come up and said, "Dad, I want some food," so I got to give him some food in a little bit. But right now we got Beatty over there. He's out there and he's just hogging it all, which is my pet raccoon.
Okay, so, pet raccoon, and then your Big Black is a cat, correct?
Yes, Big Black's a cat, and Beatty's ugly little raccoon, but he's been around, so I try to make sure he's got plenty of food. I want to talk to you about a few things today before we get into what sewed, but today's what sewed video is going to be quite an interesting video for some of you guys that's out there, collectors, etc. and so forth, because we've got about everything from Lego on down, action figures, vintage action figures, etc. We also have quite a good few things going on. It's been a sort of a hit and run for us. We've been knocking it out of the ballpark, right?
Playmobil, Paw Patrol, Star Trek, and the list goes on. Yeah,
we got about everything represented somewhat. I don't think we got a whole lot of girl toys today. No, we don't. We actually don't, but we got coins and everything else. But I want to tell you today, so far, and Kathy's not really done work, and I don't know if she's going to be able to do work much tonight for our site, because we got some housework coming in where we're going to get our kitchen painted tomorrow. So I'm going to probably have to be in here working in the toy barn, which is a good thing because I want to take down toys off one wall, reorganize it, and put it back up on the wall because it's getting a little chaotic. And then we're going to work our way around the toy barn. But that takes time. But today I want to tell you that on my momentum board so far, and we're looking at the 18th. Again, keep in mind Kathy has not done anything, and she might not today. I probably won't do anything tomorrow, and Kathy probably won't do anything as well tomorrow, so we're going to have a couple of big old zeros, or aughts as my dad called them. But so far this month, we're doing pretty good. We got 5,500 and change on. So that's a pretty good put on month for us anyway, with two of us. Now, if we get 3 or more, we might do a lot better, right? But that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you today. We're up to what I want to do. So if we double that, we could be about, what do you say, 8,000?
Just depends. I mean, like...
Depends on the value of the items,
and
right?
It also depends, of course, we're nearing the end of the week. Oh, this recording's mid-next week.
Yeah.
So happy Wednesday to you folks.
Happy Wednesday.
But basically, between packing that up and then listening to stuff, it just time is of the essence at this point. Yeah,
time is very, very valuable. Unfortunately, like you know, this is going to take a little hit on us because we got some house, I'm going to say remodeling or updates going on. And, you know, that always hits you a little bit. But sometimes when you've got a few down hours, that's a good time to do a few things you normally try to avoid or procrastinate and not do. But, hey, guys, let us know what you think. Are you hitting your listing marks? And by listing marks, we're trying to say if we can bare minimum list $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and that's like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks basically. We want to hit at least $1,000 a week. We don't always do it, and a lot of times we'll hit more, but it really depends upon what kind of items you have to put on. If we're putting on just little coins like dimes and all, that's like $5 or $6 a dime at most, so it's sort of hard to do, and you'd have to put on a dozen, you know, 100 dimes to get $600 as it was. But if you're putting on items that's $30, $40, $50, $100 or more, it's easier to do, right?
Right.
Are you ready? Oh, one more thing. Kathy said we did something that's great. We always love to do it. We sewed on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. They've all fired off, so hopefully yours is doing so as well. You ready, Angel?
Yes.
Okay.
I just hit a mark on the website and now it's not coming up. So, but I can ad lib. It's all right.
She's gonna ad lib. Oh my goodness.
Right. Alrighty. So yeah. So I am ready.
Here comes
now.
that face.
Here comes that face. That face. That glorious face. Hey guys, Madcap Toys back in the toy barn. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari. So let's do it. Poshmark. I had bought this at a retail arbitrage a month ago, and it sold 30 days to the day. Isn't that weird? So it was really exciting. Bought a bunch of these Paw Patrols. They were offering more than 50 to 70% off on these, and I was like, go gadget, put them in the cart. And so this was one of them. So this sold on Poshmark. This is the 2024 Paw Patrol, the Mighty Movie Zuma action figure with vehicle. and it sold to Laura. Hi there, Laura.
Thank you, Laura.
For $29 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much, Laura, for that. We really do appreciate it.
All right, interjection.
Interjection.
If we could find a big lot of Paw Patrol, would we buy them now?
Absolutely. You know why? You know why, Daren?
Oh, I know, but I'm just wanting you to tell me.
He's wanting me to tell him. He knows. Okay.
Tell me how smart you are.
So because the reason why we buy Paw Patrol is because every Paw Patrol, well, thank you for answering, is in a series. Okay, yep. So this is the Mighty Movie. Paw Patrol sometimes has other things like Aqua Pup series. The list goes on and on and on and on, right? So just because, all right, now, you know, buy Paw Patrol. Yeah, but do you have that particular series? So you always want to make sure when it's Paw Patrol, Godzilla, lots of different other series, Jurassic World. New vehicle styles. New vehicle styles. Yeah. You may have a specific vehicle. Echo, what is it? The Echo Busters or Echo something from the Ghostbusters. Ecto vehicle.
Ecto 1.
Yeah, Ecto 1. That's right. Yeah. There's different versions throughout the years, reissues, and other companies.
Yeah.
Sell that version. They may buy the license to be able to sell.
You mean like
to manufacture.
Funko, for instance, that might make a pop out of
Correct.
It, or reaction figure,
a reaction figure, etc. So that's why when you see different older figures, different names have different companies that are able to get that contract right and be able to take that on and do that. So you can never have enough.
No.
So thank you so much, Laura, for the Zuma.
Thank you, Laura.
Purchase there. All right, next on to Mercari. That was very, very good. I like that. That fabulous information that you shared, because you know what? At first you think, well, if I've got a Paw Patrol, I got a Paw Patrol, but do you have that series? Do you have that from that specific company?
Well, I like people to sort of know why we do what we do. There's a lot of reasons why we do buy and sell toys as our secondary market, not just coins, etc., and comics and all what have you. But there's reasons for each one of those niche markets that we are into. There
is methods to the madness. You know what's weird today? I'm down to 1 bar for a cell signal.
And we don't have a storm going on.
That's the weirdest thing.
Isn't that right?
So there's like constant circulation of circulation.
Well, something going on.
Always something to kind of like put a kick in things. But anyway, we shall move on. So this one I know was purchased on Mercari. Yeah. So he's had a beat up life. Daren bought a lot of, I think just a random lot about 7 or 8 years ago. And this was one of them. They already know that this box is rough. Look, there was already a mark through his face, a little plastic, not on the figure, but on the plastic, dented in. You know, wear on it.
He had some rough shelf life.
He had a very, very, very rough shelf life. Here we go. Now it's pulling up. Nice. Just in time. Just in time. Just in time. So, not to ruin it, I'm just going to go on here and basically talk about what it sold for here in these next two. But this is the Star Trek Collector Series Generations Geordi LaForge 9-inch Star Trek action figure. And like I said, I don't know if it'll let me because the signal is so low here. But it sold for $8.10. I think we took a little bit. And the reason being is because we'll look at the box.
Well, we did have a markdown on Mercari, as you know. So we just left it at that and let it go for what it's
Absolutely. I think some of our listings went 10% down with the marketplace.
Well, everything should have. If it worked according to plan. And that way it sort of alleviates. But again, it's ready to move, right?
Ready to move when you have some things that aren't quite up to the spec of what you want quality on the shelf. So Daren and I, in years to come, want more of our vintage as well as new collection to have at least the least amount of spots and damage possible. Can't always get it when you get pallets, right? If you get toy pallets, you're going to know when there's going to be something in there that's not going to be 100%.
And to be honest with you, when you buy some of these collections from collectors that's wanting to get out of it for whatever reason, usually it's financial crashing. You have to offer them face value at what you think it's going to be worth to you.
Correct.
Minus your fees, minus your listing, and what you hope to get out of it.
And
you've always got to be ready to deduct from it, because let's say we thought we might be able to get $20 for that. Well,
right.
We didn't get $20 for that.
No, we didn't.
Right? So
we didn't, and also too, they may want it for the accessories if they have one missing, or the display figure, of course, with the accessories, just to have out as display.
Or some little boy wants to play with it, or girl.
Or some little boy wants to play with a vintage Geordie LaForge. Right? It can happen.
Some Geordie fan, right?
Some Geordie fan. Yeah. All right. And then the other one that we sold on Mercari is another Fallout. So as soon as we started trading a bunch of Funkos, we start selling some. So that happens sometimes. That's what happens sometimes. But we did able to make room for some other things.
Yeah.
Along with our Funko Pops. So don't think that we're not stop selling those, unless we get them in a big lot or what have you. We're not
we
seeking
got a good
them.
deal on it. So
we did have a good deal on it, and we were able to use some of the other items that we have as figures and otherwise new movie figures we were able to put on those shelves. Right. They now have a home, thank goodness.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to open up this guy. Really cool.
And you sold his cousin, right?
I sold his cousin.
His cousin.
I sold Pyromaniac in a couple videos ago. This time we're selling Toughness. Funko 5-star Fallout Vault Boy Toughness. And it sold for $9.72. Just a little bit more on this one than the last one. So very good. Thank you so much for that. So a teeny tiny offer.
Do we know who it was?
We don't have a signal good enough to do it on Mercari. So thank you.
Our internet's going crazy.
It's not our internet. It's our cell service. ATT cell service signals are down to the gut right now. So also... we also did sell this. You want to hold it up for me, Darren? You want to be the Vanna White? Because this is a huge one.
Well, I'll be Mr.
Right. This lady asked for a shipping thing because it was a little high. Grab that big box over there.
Playmobil.
There he comes. And let him. Isn't that cool? Big. I didn't know it was that big, but we shall see. So this is the Playmobil Arctic Expedition. And I love the Playmobil series.
I like them just about as good as Lego.
This was retail arbitraging at best. So definitely going out. Oh, it's actually going out in the post office. I am shocked.
Really?
Priority mail. That's what it says.
That's hard to believe.
And it's going out to Danny. Hi, Danny.
Hey, thank you, Danny.
For $36.
That's a pretty good deal.
Very, very nice. Going out to you, of course.
I like Playmobil, and everybody has the right to their own choice.
Sure.
I like Playmobil better than Lego because the price valuation is so much better, and you can often get more.
I feel like it's more fun too. I think we at one time a couple years back we bought a Playmobil hospital for our granddaughter, and she just went crazy. She's the one.
Okay, was that Ellie or Olivia?
That was Adeline, and she.
Really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, so she had the little hospital bed, all the good stuff. She was just having a moment. Still has it. Still plays.
She plays with things.
She is 6 years old, just turned 6, and she is one of those that loves to play old school. I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, we're on to eBay. And
you need me just yet.
She was here for a little while, but you know what? I was told and was shown she is hard to find. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But honestly, when I looked and comped her, that's what everybody was saying. So let's roll with that. 2008 My Little Pony 3-inch Baby Pony Pinkie Pie Feeding Time Generation 3 was found in our Disney tote. Going out to Tammy. Hi there, Tammy. For $4.24. So just a little bit of a...
What is that name again?
Pinkie Pie.
No, you said 3 or 4 things altogether.
My Little Pony, Baby Pony, because she's a baby.
Oh, okay.
See how it's baby diaper, bow on the head. Baby Pony Pinkie Pie Feeding Time, right?
Okay.
I don't see a bottle, but it just came like this. It was in a lot of stuff Daren bought.
Yeah.
Generation 3. So guess what?
G3.
My Little Pony has Generations 2 Transformers collector.
Yeah, well.
He does. They do. So they have Generation 1, 2, 3, and onwards.
It's amazing they're still here.
And if you're needing to, if you get a lot of... they just celebrated their 40th year anniversary.
Congratulations.
And so if you wanted to...
Now, who makes them now? Didn't...
here he goes again, guys.
Didn't the card company make those originally?
No, that was Strawberry Shortcake with American Greetings.
Okay.
My Little Pony, I believe, still Hasbro.
Hasbro?
Still Hasbro.
Really?
Okay, so... but yeah, so this is Generation 3. They say hard to find. Again, I think there was just a little tiny discount, maybe 10%, something like that, but not too bad. Going out in the AM. And next, here's a good one right here. This is very nice. These are called the graded coins.
Yep.
This is the 1938D Buffalo Nickel PCGS certified MS66, and he said it was super sharp, and it is. I really like the toning on this, the shininess, but also the coloration as well. And it's going out to William. Hey there, William. Thanks so much. For $189.04.
Well, thank you very much.
Very, very nice. Really like the graded coins.
Hope that boosts your collection a little bit.
It will boost his collection very well. I know that. I love the certified coins. And really, really good. So Daren made about 300% on that.
I don't think it's that much.
The tag was on the back.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Absolutely. All right. And sometimes when you get things around the holidays that either just don't fit or is not what you normally wear, sometimes you think, well, instead of just, you know, tossing it to the side, why not put it online, right? And so we did that. So we got this here. It is the Wrangler, really nice brand, Wrangler Workwear 6-pack men's performance boxer briefs. Size large, and it's going out to Jimmy. Hey there, Jimmy.
Thank you, Jimmy.
For $12.79. So I believe he got like a 20% discount because, of course, if you use the coupon Madcap Eclipse, you save 20% off.
And how long is that coupon good for this month?
Only till the 30th, guys. So if you're watching this on the 24th, you don't have much longer, so take advantage of that.
Stay tuned, because in July we've got the big blowout month going on.
But next month is May, so it's not going to be as much as it is this month. So take advantage while you can. All right, on to the next. Here's an older guy. You can tell, have you ever changed your backgrounds when you take camera shots of videos? So when I do, I'm like, oh, Daren, this was the action figure that we had back in blah, 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 because I remember the background when you took of it. I know it's crazy, but, or when we had the smaller studio tent than we have now. Yeah. So now we have a big one. We sold our smaller one to our son that wanted it. And yeah, so I can kind of tell, you know, in different times of where things are. So this is the 1994 vintage Toy Biz Marvel Comics X-Men Trevor Fitzroy action figure. It was in our superhero tote. He took advantage of the 20% off coupon. Going out to Theo. Hey there, Theo.
Thank you, Theo.
For $6.98.
And that's a good deal. I mean, especially when you're looking at the average 3 3/4 inch Star Wars figures, like if you get them at full price, they can be like $19-20 bucks.
Actually, you profited because you actually listed it for about $1 more than what you had it listed for in the store. So perfect.
Right. Well, that's when we figure in eBay's fees.
eBay fees, all of that, and that's exactly what you want to do. And it didn't stop there. We also got another figure from the 90s right here. You probably see him sideways.
Is that Red Power Ranger?
This is the 1999 Vintage Bandai Red Power Ranger with weapon. So I made sure that the gun was still in his hand, of course, from the Turtle Tote. So we put Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Masters of the Universe in a tote kind of together like that.
They're friends.
We call it a turtle tote. And it's sold to Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos, thank you.
For $15.98, exactly what we had listed on the bag.
And you know what brings that in for that price mostly? The weapon.
The weapon, actually, yeah. So we don't...
Without that weapon, I think I'd be lucky to get $9.
We would have priced it for less. We would have also, if we had it high, we would have probably gave a little bit on it. But yeah, perfect there. Wonderful, especially those weapons, hard to find sometimes. And then this one, I was sold this actually earlier today before we pressed record. This is the 1989 Vintage Kenner Toys Orion Pictures RoboCop Sergeant Reed. Orion, okay. A Sergeant Reed, and it was in the odds and ends tote. And it's sold to James. Hey there, James. Thanks so much for that. For $8.78 plus
shipping to boot.
Shipping to boot. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I can't believe we went through this already. We had 10 items going out. And going out in the AM. Can't wait to get that started and get that going. So, yeah, we had a lot that went on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. Kind of glad that over the last week, since those updates have kind of slowed down a little bit, that they're actually getting a smooth from all three sites. A smooth transition.
I'm hoping it's just not a break.
I'm hoping not.
But you know, it's one of those things where it's like, we sort of do, as sellers, need to be able to take a breath here and earn a little bit of cash, and you know, with all the changes that have been going on. But
I agree.
Over the last, what would you say, week and a half, it seems to be firing somewhat more normal. Now today we're a little bit down, but we're hoping that reverses itself.
Right, a little bit down. So again, your top number is what you is it what the bottom number is what you listed? The top number is.
Nope. Top number is what I list. Bottom number is your list.
Ah, okay. So it's just so not.
But we are so far at 55 plus for the month.
Perfect, and we can keep continuing to do that. I also did some housekeeping. When I say housekeeping, it's not vacuuming the floor, doing dishes in that respect, but housekeeping as far as having to deal with items that were coming off. Now today, eBay decided to end 2,800 listings. Yeah. I did not get to all of them. I think I relisted 200 on my own. The rest they did on their own. Yeah. So I didn't get to that. But yesterday, I relisted 75 items, which big deal, right? But it was a good thing I did, because when I was going to hit sell similar and then hit list, it said, nope, you don't have box dimensions. And I thought, what? We put box dimensions.
They're changing and giving recommendations now.
So I had to go through every single one. Took me about a couple of hours. But not only that, it also, besides the box dimensions, it also, they removed a photo. So I had to, thank goodness it was listed on another site, or I would have had to go in the barn and find it to retake the pic. But got that fixed. Let's see, there was something else that they did. We've been
having a mass of cancellation requests.
Yes. But there was something else that I did too that was missing. Trying to think really quickly. But anyway, besides that, they still had first class on many of our listings. 79? And we didn't have, well, not all of them. Maybe 20 or 30 of them. They had first class, but they didn't have the other, like Ground Advantage, Priority Mail, etc. So I had to take off the first class, delete it, of course, because it doesn't exist anymore, and then add the appropriate Ground Advantage and or plus Priority Mail. So those listings, they were pretty much dead to the world because they couldn't have been sold anyway. So sometimes you just got to go through one by one sometimes to make sure everything's up to snuff.
Well, that's why we've been doing the reboots every so many years. I mean, it stinks.
But when you do hundreds to thousands in a day, you can't keep up with it. And I'm sure out of the 288 that they were going to make me do yesterday, and I only caught 75 because there was only like 4 minutes left and some of them just went in anyway, it's going to be a continuum until things get better. Because if you have over 8,000 listings, that's going to happen, especially when they make changes like that.
Right, exactly. You would think they'd update the site, but as of late, we've sort of changed things up. If people buy something and then want to cancel it, I'm not going to keep...
Yeah, talk about that really quick. Let's do that. On the cancellation, because it's very, very important. It's been a rash lately, guys. It's been a lot.
And we're just sort of switching off and on here, guys. Hate to do this to you, but we've been having a rash of cancellations over the last month and a half and this month. And by rash, I'm going to say we've had about 20 cancellations. And here's the problem. You'll get offers. We've been getting offers upon offers upon offers by low tier buyers, and by low tier I mean 1,000 feedbacks or less. Usually the feedback range is lucky to have 500 feedbacks. I had one that had 581 feedbacks that offered me 4 offers. We couldn't come to a deal. Then he offered me the offer I had recently offered him, and I accepted it. We packaged it, got it ready. 3 hours later he comes back and says, oh, I ordered this by mistake. And basically, I just left it like that because I'm not going to go back and forth with people on it. But guys, when you send me an offer and I accept it as a buyer, from now on, I'm not going to cancel anymore because it's a pain. If we come find the item, we pack the item, it's just a pain. I know some people say, oh, you can do that. It gets beyond reasonable after a while.
Guys, it costs financially us a listing, and if you're getting closer to that 10,000 mark, we don't want to have to pay several hundred a month for
I am not wanting to upscale my store until I'm sure eBay is going to play ball.
Exactly.
Okay, but here's the thing. Every time you get it, they'll say, oh, we'll relist it for free. Will you? or is that from my free listings? That's what I personally believe, because every time I relist it for free, I go down a listing.
Yes.
So guys, this, we're going to relist it for free, is only, from what I can tell, could be wrong, if you have free listings.
Right.
But because you're doing that, some of these guys, I think, and a lot of them have this kind of feedback, right? 0 or 1 to 5 or 10, you know.
Had several hundred.
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that no more. If I got it packed, it's coming to you.
Right.
And if you want to send it back, that's fine. No harm, no foul. You know, nobody likes it. But at the same time, it's going to cost you a little bit, because when you buy something, you reading the eBay contract thing, you are entered into a contract, especially if you send your sellers an offer, and it's not one offer, it's 2 offers, it's 3 offers, it's 4. Sometimes you can get up to 5, because you'll say no, and then you'll see it come through with another account, which pretty much, if you look at it and do your background, you'll see that it's somebody that usually, you know, is buying for another shop or something to sell. But you know, when you do that, after a while it gets old. Just, you know, if they send you an offer, you can do what you want, but we are done getting things found, and as soon as we put in numbers they're wanting to sell, that's done. We're just going to ship it to you. You want to send it back, go ahead, that's fine. You will be blocked, but it doesn't do me and my store any good to eat up listings that we have and use up our free listings that we have for the account that we're paying for at the time. And it's just a pain, and I think it's very inconsiderate for you to send me, for instance, 4 or 5 offers, 3, 4 offers, whatever, and then all of a sudden 2 or 3, 4 hours later, hey, we want to cancel 6 a.m. in the morning. Ain't happening. When it's packed up and ready to go and it's on the truck, it's coming to you. So babe, you want to finish this up here?
No, we got it. Go.
All right, guys, if you don't, give us a thumbs up if you agree with what we're saying. Even if you don't agree with us, what we're saying, we'll take your thumbs up. Give us a comment, you know, because we appreciate your comments. Tell us how you've been treated. Have you seen a rash of cancellations? Have you seen, and I've got some friends that's been complaining about negative feedback that's come out of nowhere on things that they had nothing to do, no control over. Have you seen that? What are you facing as a seller on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, etc.? Tell us about it. If you've got any thoughts, ideas, comments, issues you're facing, because maybe someone else out there is facing likewise issues. So don't forget to subscribe. We appreciate you, and we appreciate you spending your time with us. Some of our videos are a little bit more negative, like this one, than we want to be because of some of these issues we face. But guys, we have to tell you, our viewers, what we're seeing, whether us or even some of our friends, so that hopefully we can contact eBay and complain to eBay a little bit about it, so this kind of issue stops. It's no good. I got a friend that's out there and got 7 to 9 negative feedbacks in 2 or 3 days, and it's people that just sit there and they just leave it because they want to leave it. So it happens. But guys, you have a great and wonderful day. Thank you for spending time with us, and your thoughts and ideas are important to us. We'll see you all later. Bye bye.